Hello, folks. So here we are, episode 6. So you might hear a little child running around and making noise and stuff like that, but as you can tell, we're in a different place. We're actually in Tiffany's sister's house up in the um,
We're in the
guest.
attic.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be fancy called like the guest room or the bonus area. We're really in the attic. Um, but we're just trying to do some things to help out, and got some things going on, stuff like that. So here we are in the midst of it all. So our child is trying to call us right in the middle of
He might need
this.
a ride from work.
Yeah. So it's one thing after another, folks. Um, it's been a wild couple days. We're tired. We're spent. But we wanted to make sure that we have this for you guys. So tonight we're talking about toxic relationships, and you have to excuse my voice. It's just been kind of coming and going for the last couple of days. But toxic relationships and how they affect everything around you. And so I might get into a little bit of it. Tiffany's got some experience in some toxic relationships and uh, things of that nature. So we're
I
gonna put
do.
her, yep, we're gonna put her on the spot. Okay. So like there's always excuse me again. There's always this idea that a group of people, we always have this cliche or this thing that's we always say one bad apple can spoil the whole bunch. One person in a group can cause problems with everything and get you in trouble, uh, and do the wrong things or whatever, and it just takes one person to mess up the whole thing. Well, this works in relationships as well, because in all the different groups of people that you hang out with or you socialize with, then there's one person that can just ruin your day. There's one person that can stress you out, or there might be a couple people that could stress you out, but it causes a strain. That one or couple people that are toxic to you will cause a strain everywhere else. And as well as anybody else that when something is going on in your life and you have something that is stressing you out or is causing a strain on you, it causes problems everywhere. So I want you to think about something in your relationships. You kind of need to look at things like a bank account. Withdrawals and deposits. Uh, my family, my family doesn't just withdraw from me all the time. They make great deposits into my life. Now, some of you may be thinking, "Oh no," because my family is withdrawing from me. They have been in the red for a long time. My family has overdrawn in my life so many times. But you have those people that just withdraw. They're always asking of something. They're always needing something. And so you want to look at these relationships, not just in your marriage, but the things around you because it affects everything. So you want to look at the relationships that bring you joy, bring you peace, and bring you good things. But you don't always want to be looking for the people that are making deposits in your life. You want to be able to make deposits into their life, right? Josh? No, sir. So um, we want to make deposits in other people's lives. We also do want certain withdrawals in our lives. We want people to ask us of things. We want people to need us for things. Like, don't we want to be needed?
Yeah.
We all want to be needed. We all have this desire to be desired, and so we have this conscious need of a balance in our lives, just like a checkbook. We want a balance. We want deposits and withdrawals, and we don't necessarily want way more of one than the other. Now, in our checkbook, yes, we want way more deposits than withdrawals, right? And in some relationships, yes, you want one greater than the other. But so with your relationships, with your intimate relationship, you want a good balance of withdrawal and deposit. What? Why are you giggling?
Because he was making faces, totally distracted.
Like, what did I say? You know, so
Sorry.
she's distracted
Sorry,
because of a
sorry,
child.
yes.
But you know, we want to do the best that we can to save the valuable relationships, and you have to get rid of the ones that negatively affect you. And so this brings Tiffany into the mix because Tiffany has a real hard time with a couple things in relationships and situations, right?
Yes. So, with people in general, so my problem is a lot of things. First of all,
Just be honest.
Yes, a lot of things. So, first of all, I don't really like confrontation. So, if I can avoid it, then I will. And then I don't like to make people angry. You're distracted by my hair. I'm sorry, y'all. Look. We've been keeping a newborn like less than 2 weeks old for the weekend. So lack of sleep plus actually it's been 7 kids. So I'm sorry.
All right. So here we go. Quick side note. When Tiffany and I first got together and we started talking about marriage and we started talking about kids and we were into the serious side of our relationship, which was like a few weeks in.
Yeah.
Okay, because we dated for 6 months and we were married, but we didn't have our first child for 3 years. So in the beginning, Tiffany hit me with wanting 7 kids. So the benefit of being part of a big family is that we have 4 kids, but her sister has 3. So boom, you want 7 kids? We'll borrow 3. And when you're stressed to the max, we can give 3 back.
I'm not stressed, but Mama is tired. Anyways, okay, so problems are so I don't like confrontation. I prefer to avoid it at all costs. Not at all costs, but at most costs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to make people angry. I prefer for people to not be angry with me. Like if I feel like you're mad at me, then I want to talk it out to make you unmad at me. Anybody, even if I don't know you, I don't want you to be mad at me.
Same thing.
So it makes me to where I guess I'm too nice to people. Now I do have certain buttons. You can push me so far, and then I'm gonna lose it. So I won't let you completely run over me, but that is my problem. I let people run over me. I have a hard time saying no because I want to be nice to everybody, which I know is not possible. So those are my issues.
Right. And then also there is an issue in that as well. So if you don't like confrontation and you have an issue with conflict, then I want to tell you that you're in a dangerous place. Because ultimately, people running over you can allow you to be in a dangerous relationship, not just in something that's toxic, but something that can be harmful to you physically and emotionally, and can really cause problems. And it is a dangerous situation. So, just kind of our disclaimer here is if you're having those issues and you're in a dangerous situation, get out now, run away, run to the people that you trust, and get some help, because there's no reason for anybody to be in a dangerous relationship. Anything that is mentally, physically, emotionally abusive, get away, because nobody deserves that whatsoever. That's not a relationship. That is borderline slavery. So I don't mess around with that. If you're in a relationship that's bad, you need to move now, and you need to like think about these things. That I'm not a professional counselor. I do some marriage counseling and things like that, but I'm not a psychologist or a psychiatrist, and I don't have any uh,
Degrees.
paperwork and degrees behind. I don't have any degrees behind my name, but that's common sense, folks. If you're in a bad place, then there are ways out. Don't keep making excuses, and especially for the other person. You want to stop conflict and try to avoid confrontation, but it's coming. And those of you that are in those situations, you know who you are, and we're just asking that you would think about your safety and think about the damage that can be done, because we always hear after the fact, right?
Yeah.
Well, I wish they would have just told me, or I saw all the signs, but I did nothing, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of easy to get yourself into those situations. I once dated a guy who wasn't abusive, kind of verbally, I guess you would say, but I always made excuses for him. Like, uh, there were certain things that should have been red lights, and I was like, I should have been, this is not acceptable. But I accepted them and put up with it for a couple years. So I mean, I understand how somebody could get themselves into that situation, before you even realize it.
Right. So, in these situations and in this episode tonight, we all want great things. We all want things that benefit us, and so you'll realize now that maybe I've brought some stuff to light. Maybe I've opened your eyes to a situation, but what you want to do is you want to evaluate the relationships in your life and figure out the ones that are positive and the ones that are negative. And toxins are bad. Toxins are bad for you physically. That there's a reason why, if you're going through certain things in life and having certain health issues, that you should detox, right? There is a proper and an improper and a dangerous way to detox your life. The same thing with relationships. So maybe if you're in that abusive type relationship, that you can't talk it out because it's just going to cause more problem. It's just going to cause that other person to get fiery mad. But you got to think about your safety, and you got to think about your mental health. So get rid of the things that are causing you stress and harm and causing toxins in your life, and think about the people that really just benefit you. Think about the people that are making good deposits in your life. So another thing is, if you don't deal with confrontation and conflict well, then just stop answering the phone. People do it every day. They send you right to voicemail. There's little buttons and stuff on your phone. There's options to where you can go into that contact, and every time they call you, the phone will do it automatically. You won't even get a call. It'll send them right to voicemail. So you don't have to worry about a conflict or confrontation. You don't have to worry about that person. You just tell them that you're busy, you know, and just allow them to remove themselves from your life. Because when you stop giving attention, they'll find attention somewhere else, right?
Yeah.
And that is another thing in our lives, that the deposits that we want to make is that in my marriage, I want to make sure that I make healthy deposits in my wife's life, because she wants attention. She wants to know that I love her, that I value her. And the value in our marriage is by me depositing good things. Telling her, even when her hair is messy, that she's had a rough day, she's still beautiful. It's not her hair that makes her beautiful to me. If she was like this, if she was streamlined and high speed and low drag, then she would still be beautiful to me. That the hair does not make her. But I aggravate and I pick a little bit. So when she sees me look at her hair, then it's just me messing with her. So it's not a damaging thing. But we want to have healthy relationships. We want to bring good things, and we want other people to bring good things to us. So forgive this little guy for making noise and moving around and everything, but we can't expect him to sit still for 15 minutes.
Well, it's hard for the baby to share mama with a new baby, so
yeah.
He's a little bit attached right now.
Right. So we have had a great time this weekend, even though we're tired. And this little guy is almost 3, so it's funny how quickly that you can forget the things of a newborn in your life. And now I'm a sucker for kids, so to hold a newborn baby is just an incredible experience. It's something that I cherish. I mean, obviously we have 4, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm a little bit addicted to kiddos, and to see them grow up and to see them turn into little wiggle worms and look their little attitudes and everything like that, to see their own personalities and their imaginations, just it just fills me up, and I'm excited to be able to be in a position to help out our family and be there for them, and to make these healthy deposits in their lives when they're going through some things and need a helping hand, and we're able to do that. We're able to fill that need. So it's a great joy for us and great experience to kind of see the newborn stuff and the diapers and the formula all over again and things like that. But be able to say, okay, time's up, a few days, and here you go. Here's your baby boy back. Right? Yeah. So Tiffany.
Yes.
Anything else? The stuff that we've talked about tonight. Anything?
Okay, so takeaway from this tonight is it's okay to get rid of toxic people in your life and not feel guilty about it. If you've tried and they're not willing to equally try, and they're just a drag and a drain and keeping you from going forth in your life, then it's okay. It's okay to cut ties with those people.
Yep. And so, we've gotten so impersonal in our lives with social media, and we hope that this podcast or broadcast, whatever you want to call it, our episodes here, we hope that this is not something that you feel like we're detached and we don't know who you are, and that's why we ask for comments and questions, and click the tabs, click the emails, and talk to us. We're down to earth people. We're the same as you. We just want to take this time every week to talk with you and talk to you about different situations in our lives. But with social media, it's easy to break up. You can break up with somebody. They don't have to be your boyfriend or your girlfriend. You can break up with a friendship. You can break up with a family member. You can just tell them, hey, look, I don't need this stuff right now. And with social media, I say do it in a nice way, but just tell them, hey, I'm busy, and I don't really have time to talk right now. You can send them a direct message. You can send them something on Messenger. We have the technology to be able to just send them a message and say, I need a break from you right now. Boyfriends and girlfriends break up over text messages and snappy chats and all those things, right?
Yep.
So why not make it easier on yourself?
Right.
Just use the technology to its best, and cut those ties with the things that are bogging you down, and surround yourself with the people that pour into you, the people that are positive, and the people that will lift you up. We've got enough problem with mental health and stress in our lives. We need people that will help pick us up, and we need people that will love on us and to be there in our time of need, not to push us down when we're hurting, right?
Yep.
Can I get an amen from somebody?
Say amen, Josh.
Can I get an amen? You can't. Okay. All right. So it's short and sweet tonight. So I apologize for my voice, but it's just coming and going. Is playing hide and go seek with me tonight. Actually, for the last couple of days. So we hope this helps. We hope you enjoy this. Remember, share this, comment, email us. Our email is all one word. So here we are live at outlook.com. So if you need that again, so here we are live at outlook.com. Send us emails. We will read them and we will respond. And we're not just saying that because we have a team of people, because this is us. Right? So any questions or comments or anything, send them to us and let us be a part of your life. We love you. We thank you for watching. Y'all have a great night and enjoy your week.